ain't messing around. You there?
I'm here.
You are there. Here. Making each day of the year. Sorry. Yeah, you got them open, Hannah? The Loft questions?
I got them open. I can read the Loft questions. I can't sing.
Hannah, you can sing if you believe in yourself, and I think that's the thing that you and I always talk about. Is having a belief in yourself.
I will say this in this Loft meeting. I do have a song on Spotify.
You do have a song on Spotify.
I do have a song. It's out. I sang it.
What's it?
If you really want to hear, are you going to pull it up right now?
I'm just asking you. What do you...
Look up Mira, the Royal Detective.
Mira.
There's a soundtrack. Scroll down. There's a song called If I Were a Goat.
Okay. Wait, you're on Mira. Was that Utkarsh on that show too?
Yeah. All the Indians. Frida Pinto's a queen. Jamila's on it. I'm on it. Cal Penn's on it. Utkarsh is in it. Here it comes.
Hannah, you are the goat. I never knew.
You better play that song for Lily. She'll love it. It's a real hit with kids.
Oh, Hannah, I never knew. I never knew.
So this is what I'm saying. When we make our cartoon, our animated show, that childlike singing, a crush.
You definitely crushed it, because now every time I look at you now, ever since I heard about that song, every time I see you, all I can think about is bah, bah.
You know, I had to do that so many times. So like, can we get like a bah? Like, I got you. My vocal coach told me how to hit the baz. Ridiculous. Here's the crazy thing is I went into that session, right, to just record. And they were like, okay, so Pinky, that was the name of my character, like, Pinky's going to sing a song. And I was like, no, I have I have like a clause somewhere written in some contract somewhere. I don't sing. I don't want to sing. And they're like, well, sorry, but that's the episode. You have to help solve the case around the goat, and you sing this song. It's already done. We've animated it. We need you to sing. And I was like, oh, I have never in my life been I sweat so much. I was so scared about singing that song, and it turned out real great.
It turned out really well.
Real cute.
And you're a hit amongst the children.
Goat, man.
Okay, let's dive
here
in.
we are. We're in the Loft meeting. We are chatting all about your questions. So I'll kick it off right here with our first question. Hannah and Lamorne, I don't have a specific question for you, but I do just want to say how much I love New Girl. I've been obsessed since the start when I had to wait for a new episode to come out weekly. I have since rewatched it countless times and can quote most episodes. I have slowly put all of my friends, family, and coworkers onto the show. Thank you so much. Hannah, obviously I love Cece, and I wish I had her as a best friend. But Lamorne, I have to tell you, I named my child after you. Just kidding. But I did name my dog Winston after your character on New Girl. I attached a photo of him on this email. Love you both so much. And I love the pod. Love Ashley, Rose, and Winston.
Oh.
And there's a picture
Winston
of this
is so
little
cute.
dog. This little black. What kind of dog is this? Does anybody know what kind of dog this is? He's a cute little dog.
Oh my gosh. Thank you very much, Ashley.
I love animals being named after us. Human babies, fur babies.
Yeah. People do it. And originally when it started happening, I was confused. I was like, why would you? That's interesting. But then it would happen more and more. And I was like, you damn right. Damn right.
Or they pair us, like they'll get like kittens and they're just like, oh, this is the Cece Schmidt. my 2 little kittens, and I'm like, this is so cute.
It's so dope. It's so dope. When you start in this business, you spoke about it before. You just want to get picked for a job.
Yeah.
You're just like, I just want to work. I just want to take care of my family. I just want to have fun, and it's my passion and all those cool things. And then you strike gold on a show like New Girl, where fans are keeping you alive. And when the fans do stuff like this, it's a testament to the great cast and crew that we had. You know what I mean? Like Liz Merriweather, she crushed it. So again, thank you, Ashley Rose and Winston, and all the fans out there that name their animals after us and their kids, and they get the tattoos and things like that. Trust me, we greatly appreciate it, which is why we have this show, this podcast, so we can let you know how much we appreciate it.
It's our love letter back, man. All right, next question. Want me to read it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Hey, babe. Ooh, I love a babe reference. Love it. Thank you. Hey, babe. In the beginning of this episode, we see Schmidt is upset about not getting a +1 to Cece's wedding, and it's clear in this episode, as it is in many others, that he's still in love with her. What do you think it is about Cece that makes it so impossible for Schmidt to get over her? Also, Hannah, I heard you mention White Spot a little while back. You talked about their Thanksgiving dinner meal. I live in Surrey, close to Vancouver, so I obviously blow half my allowance on White Spot milkshakes. And I wanted you to know the Thanksgiving dinner meal is coming back to their menu in springtime in case you need a reason to come visit. Thanks for making me laugh every Tuesday. Bella.
Oh,
I love Thanksgiving dinner. Ooh, White Spot. We need a White Spot sponsorship on this stuff because, man, I'm about to spend a bunch of my money there.
Shout out to White Spot. Let's go have Thanksgiving dinner there. Let's go and do it.
It's like Christmas in July. Let's go have our Thanksgiving dinner in like March together up in Canada. What is it that makes it so impossible for Schmidt to get over Cece? I truly believe that when you find your person, there's this thing that just keeps bringing you back. You just keep coming back. You can't you know what I mean? Like it's a weird energy thing where you just keep getting pulled into the same orbit. And, I also think Kay Cannon, ironically, who wrote the second episode, she's the one who said when you met your person, when you can see your kids' faces of the test in their eyes. And Cece and Schmidt ended up having a kid. So maybe Schmidt could see, he talked about it several times before they had a kid on the show. He could see what their child would look like. So maybe he just got locked in that vision of what their lives would look like, and he just couldn't let go. I don't know.
I think so. I also think that you guys are kind of opposites. And when you come together, you complete the puzzle.
Look, don't get me started. I could talk about puzzles all day. Don't threaten me with a good time. All right, last question. Hey, Hannah and Lamorne. Oh, you have it? Oh, okay.
No, okay, I have it up now. Hey, Hannah and Lamorne. My name is Dana, and I'm a huge fan of New Girl. I'm loving the podcast and everything you guys are doing. After watching the series countless times, I noticed that there's not one episode that celebrates Nick's birthday. Do you guys have any idea if that was intentional or just a straight-up accident? With so much love from the streets of Chicago. Dana, sent from my iPhone. Thank you, Dana from Chicago. I don't know. First of all, I didn't even notice that. I didn't notice that at all. Did we celebrate everyone's birthday but Nick?
I don't know. Was there a Cece birthday? I don't think so.
I think but here's what I will say.
Birthday. You know how there's certain people, there's people who have it's my birthday month. And then there's people who's I don't really care about birthdays. Nick Miller strikes me as I don't really care about birthdays kind of guy.
But I think there was a missed opportunity to have a thing where he doesn't want one, but just really wants to throw him a surprise party, and he doesn't want one, and she's doing everything, and the plans are getting ruined, and it's pending. At the end, it's all messed up, and she's just like, I just wanted to throw you a party, and blah, blah, blah. He's like, I got you, kid. I don't need a birthday party. I'm from Chicago. And then they do the thing, and then as they it's kind of like how Winston's birthday was at the end. They go all, they're all out on the they're all out on the roof. And he's like, for me, a birthday party? And it wasn't, but they're like, yeah, sure.
That's true. That is a funny moment for Winston.
Yeah, I think it's something similar to that.
I feel like I'll say this. It is a missed opportunity because I'm that person who really does not care about my birthday. I am not a birthday person, just not my bag. And I remember when I was turning 30, my friend Katie Stoll, who I think you know, I remember she was my neighbor and my best friend, and she was like, what are we doing for your 30th? And I was like, nothing. It's like not a big deal. I don't really care. And she was like, what do you mean? I was like, I just don't like celebrating my birthday. Like, it's just not like, I don't need that. Whatever it is, it's not for me. And she looked at me and she goes, okay, well, this birthday is not about you then. It's about all of your friends and family that love you, and they would like to celebrate you and shower you with love because we are grateful that you were born, and 30 is a big one. And she was like, drag me to venues. We like booked a rooftop. I remember this whole thing, and she called my brother, and my brother called my parents, and people flew in, and she was like, this is important for us to be able to say, I love you out loud to you. And it was I was like, oh. And when I saw this question, it made me think of that. I'm like, that would be a very like Jess Nick Miller, me being the Nick Miller dynamic, to be like, well, your birthday's not about you. Okay, we need to sit there and say happy birthday and eat cake for you.
Yeah, it's like a bachelor party. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest. You can't do anything illicit. You're getting married. But your friends can.
Right? We need a bachelor party.
Yeah.
You're getting married. Give us this. Don't deprive us this.
This is your gift to us. Don't worry, we'll pay for it.
That's right. We'll pay for it. You just cracked why these things happen. That's so true. That's so funny.
It's for the others.
Do it for your friends.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you, Dana. Thank you for that question. And we will do more investigating on why they played Dick so hard. Okay, this one's very special.
Okay.
I think there's a Walter Payton Chicago Bears poster in Nick's room in 220 Chicago. That episode, remember that episode?
Yeah.
Does that count 6 minutes and 5 seconds into the episode? By Jim Pham. Jim Pham, thank you. The episode, remember, we're always looking for this damn bear.
Yes.
This
was a big one where we didn't find it, and then you were like so crazy happy about that.
But if you zoom in on his wall, there is a poster.
This is what I'm saying to you. Look, we just ended the bear segment, okay, and we're now going to do a whole episode at the end of the season where we're figuring this out with the bear, because I don't like fighting with you every single week, and because I can't always find it physically. But this is what I'm talking about. So thank you so much for that. And that is what I'm trying to say. There are bears hidden somewhere. And so what I need as we do this rewatch is the fans to sit there as we break it down, take notes of this, send it to us, email it to us, please. And then at the end of the season, I'm going to make you sit there, and then you can then write out your apology, because then I'm going to sit there at the end of the season and give you all the bears. Thank you so much for this, by the way. This just affirms my belief.
I'm not going to write you an apology. I'm going to buy you a lobster. Like I told you, I'll get you a lobster.
By the way, this actually has like a deep story around it, because you do torment new girl people with lobsters. You've done it to Jake.
I did it to Jake.
You ain't doing
That's
it to
right.
me.
I'm not going to, you're right. I'm not going to do it to you.
You're going to show up with no lobster in my house.
I had to have somebody set that thing free in the wrong ocean. And I feel bad about it. I feel bad.
We talked about that, I think, with the lionfish episode.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. Keep sending them in. Keep all the bears sending in. Though we're not doing a segment every single week,
you don't have
there will be a special episode.
You don't have to, guys. You don't have to.
Help me out. All right. Okay. So the next one. Hi, Hannah and Lamorne. I'm Vianza from Texas, and I have a serious question. In another world where Schmidt doesn't exist, would Winston and Cece be together, given all the chemistry?
I don't know if the internet was ready for all that brown on brown love. I don't know.
The Oreo cookie where they decided to put like a milk chocolate cream in the middle.
Yeah.
It's too much. It was too much for everyone to handle. Too delicious.
But I don't know. I don't know that. I mean, if it were Nick and Winston living in the loft, and then it was Jess and Cece, that probably would have been the route they would have taken. I just think
Let me tell you something. Here's what it reminds me of, because we have a similar dynamic, right? Mm-hmm. Damon and I are really good friends, and they tried. That was a storyline that they tried to have Cece and Coach have a storyline, and we have awesome friendship chemistry, the best brother-sister chemistry in the world. We have zero sexual chemistry. And so there was this scene where we were supposed to be making out in front of the loft, and they tried to shoot it. And I think I chipped Damon's tooth a little bit. And then I think he kind of half dropped me because he couldn't fully get, we were laughing so hard and we couldn't get it together. And it was the last scene of the day, and it was late at night, and everybody was getting really annoyed, and we just couldn't stop laughing. We just couldn't get, we don't have the thing, whatever it is. It's too awkward, too weird. We've got too much of a sibling dynamic in real life. It's so cemented in our bodies that our bodies are like magnets, whether they're on the opposite ends or battery. It's just we just repel each other that way.
Yeah.
I feel like if someone tried to write a romantic storyline between us, I don't know if I could be mature enough to be an actor. Yeah. And I would probably start laughing.
Yeah. Now, would they have tried it? Sure. But I don't think it would have. I don't think it would have worked.
No. I don't, I mean, maybe, I don't know. Who knows? Well, whatever. Maybe early days we would have been whatever, but it's been so long and we've been friends for so long. I think if later in the season they're let's dip into this, we would have been y'all.
We're going to dip right out.
We're going to undip.
Yep.
Undip.
Thank you, Vianza from Texas. Okay. Hi, Hannah and Lamorne. Were there writers or someone else on the show from Wisconsin? There are a couple of references I've caught. Bucky the Badger in season 2 during Cece Chivrong's wedding. Winston calls a drinking fountain a bubbler when running through the park with Reagan in season 5, the wig episode. Are these just coincidences?
What's a bubbler?
By the way, we don't actually have a live badger as a mascot at the UW. Thanks. Love the podcast. Kelly Schlitt, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Huh.
That's a good question because I genuinely... Now, we read these questions in real time, folks, just so you know.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised, though. We had a really big writer's room.
Yeah. 18 people or something like that.
There was a lot of people that came through, and I feel like it always comes from somewhere real. Nothing was random. Apparently they spent a lot of time sitting there really just talking about their own personal experiences and stories. And I think the specifics are what often make it funny. And I think I doubt it would just be some random thing.
Yeah.
I want to find out which writer it is, though. I can ask.
Yeah, we have to figure that out because...
We'll ask and we'll find out for you, Kelly.
Well, thank you all. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for these questions. This is going to be a super fun season. Loft meetings are all about you guys. So send in any of your questions, things that you caught, any questions specifically around season 3 or the episodes, because then we'll just save your question for that episode. Maybe we can try to get the questions. We usually read them in real time, but this question now is making me about the Wisconsin thing. Wish I had it the day before. So maybe we'll get them the day before so we can do a little digging for you, because we want to make sure you fans are heard and you get the facts.
Exactly. As always, folks, we love you. Follow us on Instagram at The Mess Around Pod to get our merch, the mess around pod at gmail.com, all that fun stuff. If you want to send us another question, comment, concern, voice note. Love you.